Of the seemingly insurmountable problems of third world countries, none is more heartbreaking than that of food shortage and malnutrition. The heart of the American Midwest is far removed from this type of suffering that is day-to-day reality in most of the world. How can a few Kansas business people and teenagers help relieve the devastating consequences of world hunger?
Hi, I'm Ryan Greer.
And I'm Morgan Winger, and we're seniors at Sabetha High School in Sabetha, Kansas. Our school is involved in a groundbreaking problem-solving activity to pick a corner of the world where we can make a difference in the lives of hungry, malnourished people. We are working with locally owned Winger Manufacturing and the Daily Bread Foundation to provide fortified food products to the African country of Mozambique. Where did the idea start? Who are the people behind it? How can it work? Stay with us for a few minutes and let us show you our dream for Mozambique. Several years ago, the state of Kansas decided that all its schools should teach methods of problem solving. To show that this expectation is being met, all our schools are required to do problem solving activities which are graded by the school's teachers. Most schools, including Sabetha High, have worked with hypothetical problems. That is until SHS media specialist Carol Spangler had an idea.
This idea was born probably about 3 years ago when I did an internship at Winger Manufacturing. I became aware at that time of this processed rice, and because of that I thought, wow, this could be something that the students could work on and eventually get food over to the countries that needed food. And Mozambique last year was chosen.
Mrs. Spangler discussed her idea with high school principal Todd Evans and later with the school faculty. Though the teachers were enthusiastic about tackling a real-life problem, it was a little difficult to know where to begin. At this point in the project, all we really knew is that we wanted to make a contribution toward relieving world hunger.
Since locally owned Winger Manufacturing was already working on making a fortified rice product, and since rice is a staple in the diets of so many third world countries, it seemed sensible to start there. So a three-way partnership was born: Sabetha High School, Winger Manufacturing, and the Daily Bread Foundation, of which Wingers is a member.
At Winger, we've hired students after hours and in the work programs that are here as well, and have always really been appreciative of that we could bring in some high school students and they could see some of the things that we do, and it's always been a good relationship. And we really see this project as a way to further develop that. I believe as part of the curriculum here, it was initially decided that that the high school needed to find some kind of a program or a project, problem-solving project, to reinforce some of the things that were being taught all throughout the grades in this school district. And Principal Mr. Evans called me and asked one day if Winger Manufacturing could come up with some sort of problem-solving project, a real-world situation that we could, at Winger, we could sit down with the students and describe some of the parameters of this problem that we're faced with, and then the students have to figure out how to go about breaking down the problem and solving it.
The Daily Bread Foundation is an organization that is set up to work kind of as a strike force with charitable foundations that have money available, but they don't have a lot of the technical and intellectual expertise to take that money and convert it into plans and systems and techniques to get processing capabilities to people in a third world country. We'll work as a strike force to maximize the benefit of other charitable foundations. We'll also try to use the expertise that we have in-house to develop and educate locally the cultures, things of that nature that are required to support the efforts that we're going to take under in Mozambique or wherever that may be.
The partners knew what they wanted to do, but where was the best place to establish an experimental pilot program? Here's where Sabetha High School really began to get involved. Each Sabetha High School 7th-hour class was assigned to research an underdeveloped nation that might benefit from the fortified rice project. Many issues had to be considered. What was the political climate of the country? What other health issues did each country have? Would the people be receptive to the reconstituted product?
After many weeks of research and preparation, each class, every student at Sabetha High, participated in a presentation prepared by his or her 7th hour class, explaining the pros and cons of selecting that 7th hour class's country. Each group explained to the Daily Bread Foundation why they believed their choice to be a good one, and in the end, the group that selected Mozambique won top recognition for their research.
It wasn't just a matter of having the most attractive or informative presentation, though. When the board of directors of the Daily Bread Foundation met and discussed the students' findings, Mozambique proved to have the highest number of qualities that the foundation considered essential for the project's success. Let's take a look at why Mozambique.
The people in Mozambique have a tremendous need for the kind of health assistance we can provide. The rice product that we want to produce can be fortified with nutrients to help fight the cholera and malaria that's caused by the country's lack of clean water. The average person in this impoverished country must spend 70 cents out of every dollar for food. Clearly, the need is real and immediate.
Mozambique is an accessible place to begin our work. There are adequate facilities to land an airplane or to dock a ship there. The rice product will be accepted by the people because it is a staple in their diet already. There is also a precedent for charitable work in Mozambique, so having outsiders come to help improve the living conditions won't be a strange idea.
A spirit of trust and cooperation between the Daily Bread Foundation and the nation's people is essential in helping Mozambique help itself. The people are interested in playing a role in improving their life conditions and will accept rice that has been pulverized, fortified, and reshaped. Acceptance of our efforts will go a long way towards making our project a reality.
So that's the story of our dream for Mozambique. Adults and teenagers in Kansas are working together to make it come true. We've laid the groundwork. We have the cooperation of both the Daily Bread Foundation and Winger Manufacturing. Now we are investigating the best way to begin the task, whether by starting a plant in Mozambique right away or by importing the product from a neighboring country that already has manufacturing facilities. Can you help us? Will you join us in our dream for Mozambique?